Hi YouTubers. So today I'm doing a lot of just because readings, but this one I thought I would do a grand tableau. I do read Lenormand decks also, and Lenormand is a type of tarot that's a little bit more direct and not so intuition driven as tarot is. Sometimes I like it just for its simplicity, but I thought we would try something fun and new. And you guys can experience a Lenormand reading. Today I'm using the deck called Gilded Reverie Lenormand by Ciro Marchettes. And this is the expanded edition. Like I said, I've got the main deck here, and then I already separated the expanded edition part. And we will add these to what cards are left over after I do my picking for the grand tableau. And these will kind of add to what cards lay out. So the whole concept of this is that you lay them all out, and then you pick all the cards but eight or less, whatever your your energy is calling for you to do. And then you interpret those cards, and then you take those other 8 cards and you add them to each of the cards after you shuffle. The goal is to leave it as it's spread when you pull, because direction of where the cards lie also play an important role. I've been working on perfecting this, but not as much as tarot, so I might need the book here and there. Mainly for what lies to the right or the left, or, of the cards. I know what all the cards mean, I just haven't gotten the spacing quite yet. So, with that being said, I'm shuffling the main deck that I'm going to lay out really quick, and I thought it'd be fun to do it in front of you instead of just lay them out and pick cards out. So, I'm going to cut it, and then we're going to lay out the spread. This is one thing where I always do the spread. You always lay it face down so you don't know what cards you're going to pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just want to make sure I've got exactly how many cards out I need to have. And I know you can't see them all, so I will turn them so you're able to see them. So they're there. There's a spread. Now I'm going to pick out every one but 8 or less of them, so whatever I feel. I'm going to do this kind of quick. I'm just letting my intuition guide my hands. I'm excited to see what comes out in this spread. Mainly because I've had a feeling I've needed to do this for a while. Let me see. That one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8. And then we're going to set these aside. Alright, so first card is the anchor card, and that's off in the top right, top left corner over here. The anchor card. That usually refers to something that's anchoring you, that you're firmly in place where you're at. Now, right to the down right of it, you have gossip. I think that you've anchored yourself away from gossip. It also can be like gossiping online. It can be, and not necessarily in a bad way, just gossiping. And you've anchored yourself away from that. And this is, the luck card is off to the top right. And I believe that's proved lucky for you. See how very direct these Lenormand cards are? They are extremely direct. The one you have over here is death, and it's far away from a lot of the cards, and I feel like I just wanted to see what that was in case it pertained to that. Um, Death in this, in Lenormand, is very straightforward. And we're not talking physically. We're talking like death of a circumstance, period. You definitely decide to kill being part of the gossip. And it was something about growing yourself. This is like aligning your chakras. This was something to balance yourself. You chose to do this because you knew it would balance yourself. So you killed it. I mean, you literally killed being part of the gossip. Down here we have the Strength card. And the way he's facing is kind of like this. So he's almost looking up at the gossip and being strong against it. Yeah. Because you feel like it just causes fighting. This was down to the left of your balancing chakras. You believe that gossip just causes a switch and broom situation, which is painful and hurtful, you know. And you wanted to kill the annoyance of it. This is a pesky card. I mean, see how direct this is? There's like no intuition. Now here's those extra 8 cards that I'm going to use, and I'm going to shuffle them, and I'm going to lay them out next to the cards I just read, and it will give us just a little bit more detail into what I just read. You know, it's good that you're separating yourself from gossip. You know, gossip isn't always a bad thing. Sometimes it's a good thing. Sometimes it's a way for people to, you know, share information. But there's something about this that you just feel is hurtful and annoying. So you've definitely killed it. So let's go. Interesting. With the anchor, you have the Mass card. And the thing is, I don't think you're here to hurt anybody, so I think when you anchored yourself away, you put a mask on for your reasons of doing it. Mainly because I feel like you didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but you really had had enough. And, you know, this gossip came, the Labyrinth card or the Maze card came up with the Gossip card. So I feel like it was just running you in circles. It was just a cycle that just kept repeating itself over and over and over again. And that's part of the reason why you left, you know? And when you really examine it closely, that's where the luck comes in. That's a magnifying card. And it's usually looking closer into the situation. You'll see how the luck came, because you're no longer running that labyrinth, you know? With the Tree card, or the aligning chakras, balancing yourself card, came the Timepiece card, which is basically patience. It takes time, and it has taken you time to kind of balance yourself. You know, your direction. Usually the compass, you read whatever this is pointing to, and the way it laid out, it's starting to point away from the Death card. So you're moving away from it now that the death has happened, you know. And then with the Strength against the gossip, you got the Dice card, which is always what you would think it is. You rolled the dice about being strong against this. You weren't sure how it was going to turn out, what effect it was going to have, you know, with everybody. Because you wanted to teach people, you know, this is a bridge card. It's usually study or teaching or lessons learned. You learned about the effect of gossip, you know, and how it takes on the switch and broom aspect. You know, it hurts. And the annoyance came, this is the well. This is like the deep part of you. I feel what annoyed you in this situation was that you were taking on those same aspects. You were becoming just as pesky in the gossip that as you viewed everyone else to be. And so you pulled yourself away, you know? And the funny thing is, now that I'm looking at it, the Compass card, the point where you're moving away from is the pesky card. This wasn't because of the other people. You did not like who you were becoming as a person in this gossiping circle. And that's a really good thing. But anyways, that's pretty much a Lenormand reading. Let me know what you think. I do enjoy pulling it out sometimes. It's not as easy as tarot because it is so direct and you always want to fill a story in. But sometimes it is just what it is. But with that, love and light, you guys take care.